Morning, she talks too much. Youngest, Tanya McNeil, Southern Nobleman. Cedric, what's good? What's good, Cedric? And Catherine Powell. I hope everyone is doing well. Can I be honest with y'all? I am really not interested in beef sector stuff today. First of all, I have had a chance to see and listen to the news that Church of God in Christ will be moving out of Memphis again and going to St. Louis. Memphis. I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know what they got going on in St. Louis, but they probably have more hotel rooms. They probably have a better convention center, and they probably don't jack up rates too high when it's time for the Saints to come to town. And as historic as Memphis is, it is still Southern. And I don't know. Memphis, y'all, let me say this. Memphis needs Kojic more than Kojic needs Memphis. Memphis is not doing nothing right now. The city is just actually at a standstill. And they should want the Kojic convention to stay, if nothing else for the economy. But for some reason, Kojic is moving out of Memphis for the convocation and going back to St. Louis. So the bishop hasn't given news reporters the why, but I think it'll be very interesting. All right, you all. Another thing that is really, really on my heart right now is these Senate confirmations. Now we sit up here and talk about Tom and Castro, but baby, this man that they're getting for the Department of Defense, he's a doozy. He is a doozy. He drinks. He does SA. He don't believe that women should serve in combat roles. It's a mess. It's a mess. And he promised that he won't be drinking on the job. Wait a minute. Now, this is the thing that get me, y'all. This is the thing that get me. How you gonna cheat on your wife and have a baby with the mistress? Baby, I'm telling you what, anybody can serve in the cabinet these days. You hear me? It's a mess. Yeah, the man is crazy. Y'all, these are people who are going to be leading the Department of Defense. And if this is what they're doing for the Department of Defense, baby, what are they going to do for the Department of Education? Okay, HUD. What are they going to be doing? Okay, I want y'all to be looking at these people they picking. Very mediocre. Very, very trifling. Hey, Denise. So I want you all to be looking at this. Let me say this. I don't have a problem with the beef sector. I don't have a problem with beef sector news. I know a lot of people ain't going to be in here today. I might talk about a little bit of news, but I want you all to be focusing on the real news. Tommy and Castro are grown men, okay? And Tommy and Castro better watch out because, honey, this new administration stuff, you find yourself in jail for some stuff like this, you might have a problem. You all need to be checking out the news. If you are getting any benefit from the government, whether it's SSI, whatever it is, y'all need to be watching it. Because, baby, these people think that what y'all getting is an entitlement and y'all don't deserve it. I'm just being real with you all. And watch. Let me tell you what they do. I feel like it's going to be some money thrown out. But whenever there's money thrown out, you better believe it's going to be taxed. There was always a catch with this president. He always act like he's giving you something, but in the end, he ain't giving you nothing. Just like that Trump University. Let me go back to that. Because of his name and because of the program you went through, you should be able to do this, and this, and that degree was worthless. It wasn't even worth the paper it was written on. And this is what he does. A lot of promises, but when you get it backfires on you, or you wind up paying for it. So all I'm saying is be careful. What's up, MBK? So that's all I'm saying. Be careful. Now let's get to the beef sector stuff. I'm gonna say this again. I want to first of all, congratulations, Brianna, on a stellar review on your job. I'm about that right there. I'm about that. Now I'm saying this to say this. When you have a real life, you don't have time for a whole lot of this stuff. And you know what? I'm going to stop apologizing for not knowing everything. You know why? Because folk got a job. And people got to work. And folk ain't home 247 listening to these people. And the real test of what you got going on is what you got going on outside of YouTube, not what you got going on YouTube. I'm telling you all that right now. Oh, my God. I'm really telling you all that right now. The last 4 years ain't been terrible and ridiculous. The last 4 years have been trying to straighten out a stupid economy left by somebody who's going to take the office again. The last 4 years, the only reason why y'all say that because that man is older. That man has done more to help folks, done signed more legislation with that Congress than anybody else. Child, please. You know what? I am so tired of people not dealing in facts and just looking at that. The last 4 years have been peaceful for the most part. If anything, non-eventful. So anyway, moving right along. Because people always got to say something, but this 4 years is going to be something else. Just because somebody give you a little money and then tax you on it and get it right back, that, you know, that ain't true. You know, this is the same Congress. People forget. This is the same Congress who thought giving you stimulus money was bad because you was going to spend it on liquor. This is what these people think about you. And I'm not saying that the Democrats are any better, but dag it, at least they was trying to pass the money. Y'all some silly people. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all have really short memory spans. Y'all really forget. You all really forget. If it wasn't for our administration, the one that's leaving, and the other ones, baby, we wouldn't have even had American car companies because they was willing to let the American car companies go bankrupt. Child, y'all need to sit down somewhere. Some of y'all need to get y'all memory rejogged. Yeah, he a proven racist. We know he is. Yes, the hell you were. Yes, you were. Not on the stimulus, but the other money that he gave you all. So anyway, I don't have time for this. You vote for who you like, but if you think it's a doozy now, wait till he gets in the office. Ain't even got in the office good yet, and now we fighting over damn debt ceiling, which the people who fighting over contributed to, which is really interesting. Empty promises, empty promises. I'm gonna tell you what. I hope the poor white people, the middle class working white people, and the other folk get together. Because let me tell you something, not only is it racist, it's a bunch of classes as well, and they don't care anything about anybody who's not the 1%. And folk gonna find that out really, really quick. Okay? Really, really, really quick. And another thing too, this union busting baby, Elon Musk, he is here for a reason. These people who voted against their own interests with this union, you gonna pay for it. You watch. You watch. You gonna pay for it. You gonna pay for it. So that's all I gotta say. You gonna pay for it. You are gonna pay for it. And we're gonna see. And all I'm gonna say is I hope and pray that we have an okay 4 years without nothing crazy. I pray. But I have a feeling that it's going to be topsy turvy like it was before. What president have you ever heard say, can you like spray bleach inside somebody internally? Girl. I mean, really? What president goes against the CDC with valid evidence and you going against the evidence and taking up conspiracy? Y'all crazy. A convicted felon in the office. And so you know what? Now, this is my argument. Oh, I'm getting ready to go here today. And I know this ain't beef sector, but I'm going to tell it today. Since Donald Trump has 34 felony counts, then y'all need to stop playing. And anybody coming out of prison, okay, with felonies should be able to get a job. If Donald Trump can hold the highest position in the land, then felonies, people who have felonies, should be able to get a job and not have to disclose all of that. Since the person who holds the highest office in the land got 34 counts and he a felony, then we need to stop this plan. If he can do it, then everybody else needs to be able to do it. All right. So if somebody is a felon and if they apply for a job, okay, at XYZ, they should be able to get it. Because if you do it for one, you should be able to do it for all. That's all I'm saying with this. That's all I'm saying with this. Because the man is, and let me say this, he's not a winner. He's a cheater. That man still owes people, those contractors, those little people, for doing his hotels. Folks still ain't got paid. He screwed Atlantic City so bad. Man ain't a good businessman. Let me say this: the show, The Apprentice, saved Donald Trump's behind. Child, please, y'all crazy. And you know what? You all can sit there and hold all of this stuff, but we know. And the only reason why he's happy he won because now he may not face prison time and he may die in office. But I'm gonna tell you what, and I'm afraid of this too. What we've seen in Las Vegas and all of these places, I think is going to get worse. Nobody's not going to deal with a tyrannical president. Absolutely not. And I think that it's going to get worse before it gets better. But we'll see. We will see. I hope it really works out, but I don't think it's going to work out. Honey, Project 2025 is getting ready to take place. He going to have y'all women like the Handmaid's Tale. You watch. You watch. These people had a plan all along. It's really not Donald Trump. It's really the people behind Project 2025. And if you think Donald Trump don't owe favors to Elon Musk and all of those wealthy people, you watch. You watch. It's gonna be interesting. And let me say this, so I can make sure everybody know that I am not blind. I think Democrats and Republicans should not be able to be on the stock market with the inside information that they have. I think all of them are in bed with corporations and so on and so forth. Or at least most of them. Let me say not all, but most of them. So I'm not silly and stupid over what goes on. I am not. I don't trust none of them suckers. But at the end of the day, I am always going to go with the group of people who serves my interest. My interest. Even though I know that their interests are being served over mine, but who serves my interest? And that's where I'm going. And that's what people fail to realize. I don't give a damn talking about, I don't think Democrats are the saviors of the world. But I'm not gonna vote against my interest. Yeah, he's still owe E. Jean Carroll. I'm not voting against my interest. If you got student loans, you should be voting against your interest. If you know you can't afford health care on your own, or if you get laid off, you gonna get COBRA, which COBRA means the snake bites you and you slowly die. You know that's not your. I'm serious. You all need to look at your interest. Look at your interest. If you ain't part of the 1%, you better look at your interest. Malika, I'm talking to the folks. I ain't reading the thing today. And let me say to y'all trolls, y'all just gonna have to be mad because I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say today. I refuse to argue with folks. It's your interest. You vote your interest. And my interest is not that. And I'm telling you now, my interest is not that. If if you are a union worker, your interest should be collective bargaining and coming to the table with management in a collaborative effort. Now, if you think that these corporations are going to do right by you, you are definitely wrong. The corporation's job is to make money for those shareholders and to turn a profit. They don't care about your family. They don't care about your health care. All they care about is making the money. I want y'all to get this. And let me say this and be real clear. For those people who work with non-union companies, you benefit from the union. Because every time the union gives those people a raise, guess who get a raise? Non-union people. Non-union people. So even if you ain't union, you indirectly being helped by the union. And I'm just being real about that. And Donald Trump is anti-union because he's pro-corporation. And I'm not anti-corporation, but I am pro-fairness, period. Mm-mm-mm. Try that wall. Mexico ain't paid for it. I mean, just get empty promise. Now we gonna buy green land. Child, it's crazy. It's just cat pee crazy. And we here for it. We here for it. That's what get me. We here for it. Celebrating mediocrity, celebrating nationalism, Christian nationalism, not working across the aisle, which you should. I mean, the likes of Marjorie Taylor Greene and Gates, and we seeing how these people' lives are outside of, honey, these people got some messed up lives. You got Gates with his situation. Now you got this man trying to be confirmed by the Senate with his situation, having baby mamas on the side with a wife. Child, it's a mess. It's a mess. Now you look, let Obama have a baby mama and see how much they be trying to get him impeached for a baby mama. You let Obama say he was gonna try to pull somebody by their peas and see where he would be. This is what I get. It's the bias for me. That is the bias for me. It's the bias for me and how far we have gone and slipped for me. Talking about immigrants and your wife can't even speak English. Okay, that's what get me. Talking about immigrants, and that's all you hired at your resort. And then when we found out, when ProPublica and them people start doing investigations, you done fired them people now. And for them Hispanic people who thought you was cute for voting for them, now you finding out that your family members who ain't supposed to be here getting ready to go home, and now y'all crying talking about, I didn't think he was serious. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. He was. Hershey shouldn't be blocked from my channel. Now let me say this: Hershey better not be blocked from my channel. If she's blocked from my channel, then I need to get her address. But I'm telling you, ushers, don't be blocking folks. Don't be blocking folks. Now I know I didn't block Hershey, so don't be blocking people. Hey Vivian, if you hear this later on, Vivian, could you please unblock Hershey? I wonder why I hadn't seen Hershey. I wonder why I hadn't seen Hershey. Y'all been not stop blocking folks. Now I don't take away ranches, but don't have me to be like Nika. Let me tell you something. I have some good ushers, and I know some of these ushers would never do that. But I'm telling you, please do not block people. Please don't. So Vivian, Malika Carter, you ain't blocked, girl. You ain't blocked. I just ain't looking at you. I just ain't look, girl. I see you right here. I'm just ignoring your comments today because I don't care. See, that's what I'm doing. You ain't blocking, boo. Put some money on it. Donald Trump don't donation. Girl, you up in the room, but nobody ain't checking for you. That's the whole thing. Now, if you really want me to talk about what you want to talk about, put some money on it. That's all. Put some money on it. Minimum $5. Okay, minimum $5. Don't be throwing no $2. Minimum $5. All right, girl, you ain't blocked. Nobody ain't checking for you. That's the whole thing. Girl, you ain't blocked. Cause you know I can egg you really good. Not really well, but really good. So you being egged right now. That's all. Ah! That's it. That's all. What's up, MB? Oh, that's Hershey. Well, Hershey, I don't know. So Hershey, I don't know who blocked you, Hershey, but we need to find out. But Vivian should be able to unblock you. Girl, I know it was Hershey or not. Mm. So, Hershey, send your address so we can unblock you, girl. Make sure you send your virtual address so I can just go ahead and click on it and unblock you. Y'all be blocking Hershey. Now, if I ain't tell y'all to block nobody, don't block nobody. Y'all messing stuff up. Now, don't be doing that. No, I hadn't seen you, Hershey. Now, don't do too much. Don't be too extra. I just didn't see you. I just didn't see you. I let your girl uppity up. I'm reconsidering that because child uppity. I don't know. Uppity just something else. Mm-mm. I like uppity, but uppity something else. And ooh, the chat was eating her up, saying, "Okay, girl." They said, "Let me tell you something." Uppity was on there. They was like, "Girl, we ain't never heard Pizarro be quiet on the line." Child, her. I mean, child, uppity was off. Child. And can I say this? Okay, let me get back to April and her pregnancy again. Can I say something? In my mama Joy, can I say something? In my mama Joy's voice. What uppity and lovely love failed to realize is okay, emotions out of this, emotions out of this, the state of Florida has a provision for pregnant mothers to be able to be prescribed um, cannabis with low THC in it. And if you're under 18, you have to have two physicians sign off on it. So that is a state law. If April was prescribed that, she's not going to get arrested because they're going to check. And if the doctor, if she has a prescription for that, she is not getting arrested. It is a state law. Now, child, lovely love gets on some. She can't let go.
I think it's wrong. Well, it don't matter what you think, boo boo. This is the thing, and this is where I had to go back. This is where I had to go back. Now, my thing is, I was a little concerned, and what got me was April said that she was prescribed the weed by the doctor. Now, I was ignorant of this law, but my thing is, after seeing that information, I'm like, okay, see, this validates what she said. Because my thing is, I was a little skeptical of her being pregnant by saying that. I still think she's pregnant, but I was a little skeptical when she said that. But after getting the information and the law and where it was found, I'm like, okay, it makes good sense. And they have a provision for expecting mothers. And that was the goalpost for me. But up at it, and especially Lovely Love, they trying to move the goalpost. And I'm like, no, 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 no. The goalpost is, I was concerned because she said she was smoking weed. But after seeing what the law said, she could be prescribed a special kind of cannabis to smoke with low THC in it. It is very possible. And that's all I needed. Now, whether I want her to do it, or whether I like her to do it, or why did the state of Florida do it, that ain't none of my business. See, this is why we be losing court cases and stuff, because we be trying to move the goalposts. No, baby. The law is the law, and it validates April's story. She has credible evidence from the state law, which I did drop in my chat, that she can do cannabis. It is not regular cannabis. It is low THC. Okay? And I read that. Now, that may not be the law in New York, but the law in New York does not trump the law in Florida. Now, federal government may be able to step in, but right now, that's the law in Florida. What's up, MB? Child, Hershey, don't start no mess with MB. Girl, don't. Let me say this, Hershey. Can I say something to you? Because you don't read the room. I'm going to side with my ushers, especially as the one I have met already. So my thing is, focus on me and just focus on being unblocked. Don't start attacking MB, because I'll leave you blocked. I will leave you blocked. Now, you ain't going to get me to go against my girl MB, because I trust my ushers. Okay? Don't argue with my ushers, because I'll leave you blocked. I'll leave you right blocked, and you'll be coming up as Malika. All right. So I see, girl. I'm unblock you, but don't do too much. Don't get too extra with my ushers. Don't get too extra. Okay? Don't get too extra with my ushers. I can drop my link, but don't get too extra with my ushers, because you get extra with my ushers, you're going to stay as Malika Carter, and Malika Carter might not even make it. Okay? Millions didn't make it. Okay, don't do my ushers. Don't do my ushers. Okay, now, I'm just saying. Don't do my ushers now. You was doing a little extra with my ushers. Don't do my ushers. That's all don't do my ushers, niece. Okay? Don't do my ushers. Anyway, so that's why I did. And then Lovely Love was wrong as two left shoes, and she was. And then why did Pizarro say, I don't know why Lovely Love up there talking about weed, and then Pizarro told us how Lovely Love. Child, Pizarro went into Lovely Love's personal life. Child, I just had to cut my microphone off. Sometimes I just cut my microphone off so I don't hear all that stuff. But baby. She told Lovely Love, you can't say nothing about April when you done did X, Y, Z, such and such and the most. And then Lovely Love was kind of shocked for a moment. She had to sit back and breathe. You can tell when you get Lovely Love, because she get quiet. She get quiet for a moment, and then she got to think about it. Because I don't think Lovely Love cognitive skills sharp as they used to be. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't think her cognitive skills are strong like they used to be. hmm So it took love to love, but let me say this again. My biggest thing, and I think the biggest red flag for me with April's pregnancy was the weed thing. But after seeing that law, it is very well possible that she got prescribed low THC weed. And just because we ignorant of it, that doesn't mean she was. And I think she proved her point. Well, I got the information of the laws in Florida, and it could be very well that a doctor prescribed her low THC weed to deal with her pregnancy. And that's all I'm saying. And that was the goalpost for me, and I went moving it. Now, whether you agree with it, whether you want it in your system, well, that ain't you because you ain't the one having the baby. It's April having the baby, and you don't live in Florida. April is the one who live in Florida, so she's under Florida law. Y'all understand what I'm saying? This is why people don't win their court cases because they don't be listening. Child Rennie TV, yes, Lord, honey. So that's all I gotta say. That's all I got to say. Hold on, let me put my banner thing up here. Y'all know it take me about 2 months to get my 2025 up, so y'all bear with me. Hello.
And Jay Wilson.
Yes, what's going
Jay,
on?
Jay Wilson, don't play with me. You've been missing me, haven't you? I see you mention my name in your commentary. I said, look at Jay Wilson. I said, child, Jay Wilson done added my name in his commentary. I said, Jay
See,
Wilson must
see,
have missed me. You must be Jay
but
Wilson.
but see, but let me say this. This is why I start egging you, and this is why I don't go to Nest Channel anymore because the areas
Wait a
that
minute, I
I
don't
am.
be over there.
Hold on, hold
Wait a
on,
minute,
hold
Jay
on,
Wilson.
hold on. I ain't finished. Hold on. The areas that I am, when you do this shit, I'll
Uh-huh.
ignore you
Well, I'm a
because I'm
cancer.
in the
I'm a
area.
cancer, Jay
I
Wilson.
will ignore the hell out of you. So I'm telling you
What,
how
what,
I operate now. Listen to me.
oh,
Listen
gosh,
to
he
me.
gets so
Now I
extra.
mentioned you because I said, well, I haven't
Uh-huh.
attended church,
I
but
know.
then
That's why.
we found out
Ooh,
we
Lord.
found out you got blocked. So we trying to unblock your
Yeah,
her
that
shit.
was me. That was me telling you
Okay,
that, Jay
I
Wilson.
know it. I know it was you telling me that. I
Jay
got
Wilson,
you
you got to
because
give
you
me a
blocked.
chance. You got to
But
give
we
me a chance
but
to
we
say.
trying to unblock you her shit.
I, I,
We
I
trying
know,
to unblock
Jay
you.
Wilson.
But
Can I say something?
but you can, but let me say that because I know your words. I know you by the spirit. And you be doing stuff
Mm,
and you be like, you know
uh-huh.
what? I'm gonna keep you
Well,
blocked.
Jay
Because you
Wilson,
be doing a little
earlier
extra.
today, what is he
You be
talking
doing a
about?
little extra. Go ahead.
Jay Wilson. Yeah, come on, like you do too much. Let me just say this real quick. When I came in your chat, I said, could he see me? I said, is it that so I'm coming in and out. I'm like, okay, let me see if he can see me. Because when I came in your chat, the other day, I said, Jay Wilson, you know how the way I do. I came in your chat, I said, Jay Wilson, and I'm like, why he not saying nothing? I said, okay, he must be in the middle of his commentary. So when I just came today under the Malika Carter, they think my name is Malika Carter, Malika Williams. Child, I don't care. Run with the Malika. Anyway, so they say, I said, I came in your chat and I spoke to you. So, MB, I came in your chat and the young lady MB, because you mentioned something about uppity. And I said, oh my God, if you go back and read through your comments, and you always say, read the room, but I don't say nothing to any of your moderators. But the only one I might speak to of your moderators is Miss Ebony. And that's the honest to
hmm
God truth. Now, MB, I don't speak to her. I don't
Okay.
say nothing to her. She never said nothing to me. I don't disrespect your channel, but you do have some moderators that say nasty things to people that's in your chat. And that's why and once you get the time, I said I was screenshot it because not one time have I said anything to that lady. Not one time have I said anything to MB. She sent me a dot because when I said uppity a sweetheart or something like that, so you was doing commentary about how the way she was having Pizarro be quiet on your panel, or like she had like a spirit of taking over panels, and then MB said, "Well, you do the same." But mind you, I didn't say anything to MB. She kept constantly continuing sending me nasty direct negativity comments. Now, my thing is, I understand she's your moderator, but that doesn't give her the right to talk nasty to people that's in your chat that's not saying anything to her. Because I understand she might not like me, but at the end of the day, she is your moderator. And if I'm not saying anything disrespectful or nasty towards MB, that doesn't give her the right to say what she want to say to others. And I don't think that's fair. Because you didn't even know that because somebody had to drop down and say, "Hey, Jay Wilson, that is her." She telling you that's her. When you had said Hershey, I didn't know that you was blocked out my chat. MB wrote down your moderator. MB said it wasn't me. I mean, not MB. Miss Ebony. Miss Ebony said it wasn't me, but MB dropped down, and that's where she started being nasty. So I'm just saying, not Miss Ebony, is MB. And I also wrote in your chat, I said I would. She gonna say grow the F up. That's not a way to talk. That's not a way a moderator talk to people that's coming in your chat. And I also have screenshots. She's very nasty. She's very nasty. And Jay Wilson, you always say, hey, oh no, and it's like you give your moderators the upper hand to be nasty to the people that's in your chat that's not saying anything to them. I don't have a problem with Miss Ebony. Miss Ebony never caused conflict. I don't even mention this lady MB. I don't know her. So I appreciate you dropping down your email and stuff like that, but I just wanted to come up and say, hey, it ain't always the people in the chat. You got some moderators, not Miss Ebony, but you have some moderators that's very nasty. And hey, I mean, if that's how the way it move over here, I don't have a problem not subscribing, but I'm saying sometimes you have moderators making people that come in your chat feel unwelcome if this is not their chat. This is not their channel. You just a moderator. So you just need to slow it down just a little bit because you could push people away. Because they didn't come here to come see you, Miss MB. They came to come see Jay Wilson. Some of these mindsets, some will be. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you, Jay Wilson.
All right,
that's
but
what I was.
Maybe it's a requirement that you have to be a little shady.
No, Jay Wilson, you tell me to read the room. You need to start telling your moderators, hey.
Now hold on, Hershey. See, this when you do too much.
So you saying it's okay for your moderators?
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, stop.
Okay, because I don't have a problem subscribing, baby.
Hold on for a minute. Wait a minute. You acting like uppity.
I ain't gonna let nobody talk to me like.
Wait a minute. You acting like uppity. See how you went?
No, I'm telling you what's going on, but you want to hear what you want to hear.
No, Hershey. When have I called you to run my room? And when
I never said that, but Jay Wilson, Jay Wilson.
So my thing is, I heard you out, and I'm done.
Okay, and I appreciate that.
Thank you. I heard you out. And thank you.
Okay.
Because what it's not going to do.
No, I appreciate that.
Because what it's not going to do is a bitch session about how I run my chat. I heard you out, and I thank you.
Jay Wilson, I'm not trying to tell you how to run your chat.
What else is going on in the bitch
I'm not trying to tell you how to run your chat.
You see, I'm trying to redirect. So what else is going on in the bitch
okay. So what's been going on? Wait a minute, Jay Wilson. So what's been going on with you, though, sweetheart? What's been going on?
I've been doing all right. I just been.
Wait a minute. So you said uppity. You said tiny waist uppity was up there on your platform. What was this?
It was yesterday. Some people were just banned for the year. Some people are banned forever. So it's a new year, and I think it's almost the 16th. So I think that's enough time.
Oh God, Jay Wilson, what's been going on with you and stuff like that? I've been peeking my head in your commentary and stuff like that. Is everything situated between you and Tommy and Castro?
There's nothing. I don't really have a problem with them. I mean, they're doing their commentary. I was just doing some commentary on them yesterday because Brianna said something that I was like, what? And it dealt with the honest roast situation. And so Brianna said somebody had the package.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I couldn't even catch Brianna because I was out handling business and stuff like that. But what Brianna said, yes. What she say?
Well, according to Brianna said that she heard with her own ears a lie, and Castro and Tommy were arguing. And Tommy was upset because the people called his father, and he was taking
Mm.
it out on Castro. And Castro said, "I'm going to call my mom." And then Tommy said, "Yeah, when you do that, you tell your mama you gave me the package." He said
Wait
the
a
three
minute.
words.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry to cut you off. He said what? Come again?
He said, "Call your mama and tell your mama that you gave me the package, the three-letter word."
Wait a minute.
And
So wait a minute. So I'm sorry to cut you off. Let's stop right there.
the
Now I was
package, honey,
in.
I'm trying. The package,
No,
three-letter
Jay
word.
Wilson. I'm Jay Wilson. I know what you're talking about, baby.
Okay.
I'm ain't nothing slow about me but my walking.
And then
Sometimes that's
and
not
then
even
and
slow.
then Brianna said the video secretly
Uh-huh.
disappeared. So she doesn't know if
Mm-hmm.
it's on private or deleted, but
Okay,
she saw that.
didn't Honest Row, let's be fair, because I never heard Tommy ever mention anything about him having the three words. Let's go back. Didn't Honest Row jump on somebody? Was it Pizarro? Was it
It was
Piece
Pizarro.
platform?
It was Pizarro. It was
Okay, so
Pizarro.
didn't he open up a can? Okay, so didn't he open up a can of worms?
He
And I mean,
opened
come
it
on now.
slightly, but he said it was mental issues. He backtracked and said it was mental issues. But then Brianna said she asked him, and he
No,
said
that
no.
wasn't mental issues. Ro got on Pizarro channel and said that the man he was talking about the man health status.
Mhm.
That's what Honest Row did. He
My
wasn't
God,
talking about
today.
mental health issues. He was talking about that man health status. Yeah, he,
Mhm.
he really did. And it shocked
Well,
me that
well, that's
it
what
shocked
Bree
me that
said,
he
and I was
even got on somebody's platform and discussed somebody's health status.
let me tell you
That
something.
was a
These people
shocker
are
for
doing the
me.
most. These people are
That was a
doing the
shocker
most.
for me
But
for
like I
real.
said, I was like, wow. But it is what it is. And see, my thing is, this could explain a
Mm.
lot of anger. It could explain a lot of bitterness. This is why they might be joint to the hip because
But did
I don't
anybody
know.
ever ask Honest Row why would he? Because I mentioned that, and piece of please forgive me. I think it was somebody chat that I mentioned that in, and I said, did he do that on purpose, or was he doing it to hurt Castro relationship with Tommy? And I'm going to go back. Why would Honest Row get on the platform and talk about that man health status if he was your
Somebody said
friend?
I did. So Rennie TV said I didn't hear Ro refer to his physical health. I heard him refer to his mental health. Now you are right, Rennie TV, but Brianna did come back and say that she confirmed with Ro, and Ro was like, no, it wasn't that. But I'm gonna tell you what, these people doing the most. I'm telling you, they doing the most. But it's a lot going on, and I was just. My thing is this. This is the big issue that I have. Stay off of YouTube,
Right.
inebriate, because when you're drunk,
Mhm.
you don't know what you said. You could say a whole lot of stuff. You barely do when you're sober, so you know you're gonna fumble when you're drunk. And it is no way and no reason we should know
Mhm.
about this because you gave it away. And when people hear it on YouTube, they hear it. Let me say, I had to straighten up something about April because I think I was talking really quickly and I said she always been on that walker. Not true. I've never seen April on a walker, but because it was a shady moment, I had to come back and
Mhm.
backtrack that. April was never on a walker when I met her in Miami. She was walking, she was doing things without the assistance of a walker. So I had to go back and retract that because I would have put April under the bus, and I have never met April with a walker. And again, the people who were at the event never met April with a walker. So I had to go back and retract that. So my thing is, even me, I would have to go back and retract stuff. But my thing is, you got to be very careful, especially with your health status and all of that stuff. Because truth be told and quiet be kept, it ain't none of my business. But when you put it on
Mhm.
YouTube and you talk about it, then you make it the business. And now people are talking about it. And this is what Tommy doesn't understand. You can't control what people talk about. I don't care. I could think I was turning it with a nice piece of clothing, but somebody always gonna say, that's
But
ugly.
you know what, Jay
Listen,
Wilson?
everybody's not gonna do that. Yeah, go ahead.
Right, but but I'm sorry to cut you off. But you know what, Jay Wilson? I also remember Honest Row put out his friend health status, and it's like a pattern of Honest Row um bringing up somebody's health status, even if the person tell them, you know, I just think that would just like kind of
Now I heard that Honest
meant to do
Row
on
told
purpose.
Brian, and Brian wound up
Right.
telling it, and Honest Row had to come back and tell it. But let me say this: you at the end of the day, you know what,
Mm.
child, y'all need to talk to some therapists. Start talking to people who gotta hold
Not
your secrets
therapist.
by the law and everything. And no, I'm being real right now because if somebody who is beholden by the law, either by HIPAA
Mm.
or FERPA, which is the educational one, then
Mhm.
you have grounds for legal actions. But telling it on here, you don't got grounds for nothing. And I think people need to realize that you need to tell things. You can't tell everything. Child, these people crazy. And I mean, it just goes to show you, I wouldn't tell folks shit because y'all can't hold water. Okay, y'all can't hold
Right.
water. And let me tell you something. If you got to tell somebody, you better tell Jesus, or you better tell somebody who can be sued and you can get some money back from. Because telling us and telling people are not going to help you. And you can't get upset because you
Mm.
said it out your mouth and then somebody backtracks and say, okay, well, you said XYZ, this, and the third. Because if you say it, then people gonna do it. And it's really interesting because Bree remembered the conversation. And she was like, and Bree said she couldn't believe how callous
Mm.
they were to even talk about it like that. So you can't get
Yeah.
mad at the people. And y'all want this kind of attention. And so now you're getting this kind of attention. But when it doesn't go your way, then you want to blame everybody. Then you want to, no, keep your mouth shut. Everything is not for the consumption of people. People always want to know my relationship. Ain't none of your business. I could be not. Because at the end of the day, if I'm not sleeping with you or if I'm not involved with you, then it ain't none of your business. And I don't care who say, well, you always asking people their business. Well, great. You can ask me mine. That don't mean I'm going to give it to you. And let me say this. Just because I ask, that don't mean you have to tell. Y'all better learn. Look, I can't even go no because people do silly stuff. And y'all gonna learn everybody don't need to know your business. That's all I'm gonna say. They don't need to know your business.
Yeah.
Rico the barber, he's starting his business on YouTube. I'm gonna give Rico that. Rico stopped putting his business on YouTube. As much as he think he helping people or he's giving people a glimpse in his life, he realized that it don't go well. So Rico said, you know what? This is my life, and let me tell you something. I should be sharing it with the person who I'm with and not the whole world, because at the end of the day, the whole world ain't sleeping with me. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because didn't that also happen to another content creator? Somebody went through somebody's medicine cabinet,
Child, it's a lot of stuff that's been going on, but let me
and
say this,
somebody
you all.
came back on here, and somebody came back on here and told somebody medical health status
Baby,
also had
baby,
to go through the
they
medicine
done did a
cabinet.
lot of people. Now I ain't trying to put Rico under the
Okay.
bus, but you can't even hang with these Negroes because somebody had Rico booty and mouth all over something. And I'm like, well, what? Well, who got this? Who got this? And Rico wound up saying that somebody took it from his phone. You can't trust these ninjas. That's why I don't want to meet everybody. Because everybody ain't right. Everybody ain't right in their spirit. Everybody ain't right with in
Yeah.
their spirit. And I ain't trying to throw Rico under the
Mm.
bus, but Rico did not intend for that to get out. But because he was hanging with
Right.
somebody who was unscrupulous, it wound up getting out, and that's what happened. Child, y'all don't have to tell people
Mm.
y'all business. I don't care if you think I'm single or not. I don't give a damn. I mean, I really don't. But it's not up for public consumption. And I keep on telling people you don't have to let everybody know every waking moment of your life. Now, speaking of people, me and MB hung out. And MB and I had a good time. But let me tell you something. I wouldn't ask it MB her personal life. I ain't ask
Mm.
MB that because it was none of my business. And what I
Right.
decided to share with MB met a member of my family. But if I didn't trust
Mm.
MB, it wouldn't happen. You know why? Because I done met a member of the MB family. And so
Mhm.
again, I'm not trying to put MB on you. Yeah, that's our issue about me. Okay. All right now, Rico.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying you all, this is a word of wisdom. And I keep on saying it.
Oh, that's
People
Rico.
say, yeah, that's Rico. I keep on
Oh,
telling people,
okay.
You don't have to let nobody know what you don't want them to know. Okay? I
Yeah.
even took a risk by letting people know that Lyric got sprayed by a skunk. Child, because
Wait a
you know
minute,
how
not that.
people
Wait a
take
minute,
that.
wait a minute. Not the dog got sprayed by the skunk. Well, did you put tomato paste on him?
Uh,
Because you know they said tomato paste work real good when you get sprayed by a
No,
skunk.
no, we used hydrogen peroxide, baking soda, and Dawn dishwashing, and it took it out. It took the odor
Oh,
right on
that
out.
dog had a
But
fabulous bed, buddy. With Dawn dishwasher, look, he was real bubbly and
well, but you
clean,
know,
man.
Dawn takes the oil out, so that skunk
And
based
the
stuff is
grease,
usually
it
oil.
removes grease.
Yeah, so it removes that. So
Mhm.
that's the reason for that. But my thing is, my dog chased rabbits. My dog chased squirrels. She had never encountered a skunk before, and
Mm,
where the other party lives, they have skunks. And child,
right.
she chased that skunk, and that skunk said, "Not today." Child,
And
hitting her with
sprayed them.
and sprayed her with some paint.
My God,
Child,
today.
I know what them cats be going through with Pepe Le Pew now. Child, I know what that cat be going through with Pepe Le Pew.
Ooh,
Girl, I'm like, 'cause that
good.
thing, it
Mm.
smelled like 50,000 rotten onions. Hey, but look, I gotta go to my QT job. I wish I could
Jay
stay here
Wilson,
and
you
talk with
have a
y'all, but I
good
gotta go
day.
to my QT. You have a
Thank
good
you
day
for
too.
allowing me up.
Y'all hit that
Thank
anytime.
Jay
Y'all hit
Wilson.
that like button.
Thank you for
Yeah.
letting me up, Jay Wilson. And please make sure that my Hershey Kisses is unblocked. I don't know who blocked me, but please
We'll do
remove
it.
me
Do
from the
it now. If you
block.
want to do it, quickly, send the email. But if not, Vivian will
Oh
go ahead and
Lord.
release it.
Oh,
But I'm just
okay, Jay
saying, if
Wilson.
that's how
You
I do it, but Vivian will unblock it.
you have a fabulous day, Jay Wilson. Thank you again,
All
sweetheart.
right.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye
So you
bye.
too. Hey, y'all, I gotta go. Thank you, Hershey, for coming up. It's a new year, so that's why I let Hershey and uppity up because I said, 2025 is 2025, so that's what it is. So yeah. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Rico is gonna be fine. Rico is a grown man, and Rico gonna be fine. I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all, I gotta go. Peace and love. Y'all take care. Bye.